Howdy everyone, this is LockNutz, and you're watching a map tour of the construction map. Hopefully you'll stick around to see what happens. Howdy, 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 how are you guys doing today? Oh my goodness, I tell you what, today we get to do a map tour of the construction map. Oh boy, the construction map is 42.11 megabytes to download. It is by the Lort, and it is for all systems, so cross-platform friendly, you betcha. Now what I'd like to do is go ahead and take just a second here and read what the description has in the mod hub. That way you know exactly what you're going to get yourself in for. Welcome to the construction map. Here you can let your imagination run wild and design the map according to your preferences. What is included? 2 sales stations, 3 factories, a cattle dealer, a shop, 6 fields, 28 purchasable areas, a farm with buildings and machines, all standard functions. So there you go, that's what we got. And as usual guys, I have gone ahead and started this gameplay off in new farmer mode. That way you know exactly what there is to offer. Now we'll start off with in start from scratch. You actually do start off with $500,000 and $200,000 in debt, so you actually really have about $300,000 of liquid assets. Farm manager mode, you start off in your standard $1.5 million, and in new farmer mode, you start off with $100,000, and you also start off with a little bit of farmland. You start off with this main farm area where we're standing and field 5. Now, field prices here. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to divide this up just a hair because field prices are kind of odd on this one. I'm not going to lie. The cheapest field is actually field 3. As you can see, it is the smallest field, and it is $107,160. So yeah, it's not terribly expensive. The most expensive field on this map is actually field 2, and that is $331,704. So that's where we're at. Now, that's where this gets to be a little bit weird because you do have this area over here that you can buy for $115,000. And this area over here, which does extend out a little bit, for $850,000. Now, this area right here, which we'll go ahead and look at in just a second, this does actually have some factories on it, so this is kind of a nice area, but this is where this kind of gets a little awkward because all of this out here are different shapes, odd shapes, all sorts of different things. This is the cheapest plot that you can actually buy on the map at $100,000. And if you keep on clicking around, you can see that there are tons of different areas, including this behemoth, which is the most expensive plot that you can buy on the map for just a hair under $3.2 million. So it is quite big, and prices do vary on all this stuff. All of this out here pretty much is pretty darn expensive. It's just not cheap. It's not cheap at all. Like I said, you got this guy, but that ain't much of anything. So I'd actually like to go ahead and back up out of that for just a second. Oh, shoot, I got that on. Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to take the save function off real quick. So this is what you do start off with. There are these fields right on here. Off to the side here, you do have one animal dealer. You do have a fast food restaurant for a sell point. Over at this other little blob over here, you have the farmer's market and the shop over here. Now, this is where I was saying we do have a couple factories already up here on the map. You have the oil mill, the grain mill, and the bakery. So that's something you want to keep your eyes on. You do have a farmhouse, a water tank, and a silo here on this main farm area as well. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what you have for machinery. Now, starting off, you start off with a small little Fendt, but you know what? It's a powerful little bugger. It only says 115 horsepower, but this Favorite is one heck of a workhorse. You also start off with two medium tractors, a nice little John Deere and a nice little Massey. You get yourself a Nutz harvester along with one corn header and a header trailer. You start off with one truck. I believe it's red. We'll have to take a peek at that. But you do start off with one truck for moving around from point A to point B. Trailers, you do start off with just one Wheeler trailer. And you get yourself one cultivator. I do apologize. And then one seeder. You do end up with one weight as well. So that's what you start off with. Not much, but you know what? As you guys will soon find out, there really is not much to this map at all. Like I said, you do have your one save point. Pretty much all these placeables right out here are exactly, I should say, that right there is pretty much everything from Elm Creek, and they just slapped it right on here on this. So if you guys have played Elm Creek before, you know this. This is very familiar. It does have the little place down underneath. If you go around to one of these sides here, it does have that little underground area, so it's, like I said, it's pretty much the exact same thing that you're used to seeing from Elm Creek. We do have this silo over here, and one neat thing is I really do like this shed that you do have available to you. I love the lighting. The natural lighting's awesome for this. I do like this shed as a nice option for storing your materials, especially if you have a lot of stuff. You don't want to have to keep opening and closing those doors. You can just look in the windows to kind of get yourself an idea of, okay, that's what's in this barn. Okay, pretty cool. So nice shed that we got out here. The water tank is right around the corner right here. Unfortunately, you don't start with anything to haul the water around in, but that is no problem whatsoever. So what we're going to go about doing here is we're going to take a little look-see around the map really quick, hit the major points, and we'll kind of talk about things as we go. But one thing that I do want to do here is I want to have this map up in the corner. I like to go ahead and the map up in the corner so that you can kind of follow along with what I'm doing, so you know where I am at. Alright, let's head on down over here. Like I said, this plot of land isn't bad priced, and it does have the three different things on here: the oil mill, the grain silo, and that guy. I'm drawing a blank on what that one is off the top of my head. But you do have this stuff over here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to drive on over to this area up over here. And one thing that I do like to do on all of my map tours, no matter what, is I do like to drive over and across the fields. It does bother some people, but I like to do that so you guys can get a little bit better feel of the terrain, the undulations that may or may not be there. And on this map, if you guys have not been able to notice so far, it's pretty much a flat map. I mean, that's really all it is. I first got on here and I seen that hill on the side that goes all the way around. I'm like, all right, there's some elevation changes. That's just the edge of the map. So there's nothing here. This is entirely just a flat map with nothing on it. So over here we do have the livestock area, and we have the little restaurant up over in this area. And that's it. That's what this guy is. This little area on the other side, we'll drive around here really quick before we head over to the other sell point. Now this area right over here on this side is that one plot that's $100,000, and as you can see, it seems big. But I think it seems big because there's absolutely nothing out here. I mean, you think you're out on your own on like a no man's land type map. This map is kind of not the same, just because there is nothing out here. Absolutely nothing. Essentially what this is a blank slate allowing you to create, like the description said, whatever your imagination wants. If you want to add hills, you can add hills. If you want to have valleys or whatnot, you can go ahead and create valleys. You want to have a super farm where you have massive fields, go for it. If you want to go ahead and create a bunch of small fields, go for it. If you want to buy this chunk of land up here for $3.3 million, or sorry, $3.2 million, oh, got a little carried away there, and just cut and make bales to your heart's desire, spend 6 hours making bales, that is entirely up to you. Like I said, this map is flat, and you can just go ahead and really just do whatever the heck it is that you want to do on this thing. It really is just a blank slate with a couple buildings on it. So we do have this guy over here. I'm drawing I think this is the... farmer's market right here. And then over here we have the shop. This building doesn't do anything. Oh, it's like the repair station. Okay. So yeah, this is the repair station for your vehicles and all that jazz. So you got your shop, your repair station, and that's about it. So now, guys, what I'd like to do is take just a second, fly up into the air like Mary Poppins, and get a nice aerial view of what is going on this map. Alright, guys, it's time to fly up in the air. We go up in the air. Oh, man, so you can kind of see there's the little remnants of a road right there. I mean, guys, like I said, I don't want to make it sound like I'm just completely slamming this map, but essentially, I mean, you're looking at it right here. This is an entirely flat map. If you're looking for a blank canvas, if you're looking for a good place to tell a story, I can only assume that this map has got to be just absolutely fabulous for telling a story, painting a picture 100% the way you want to do it. If you don't believe me, go ahead and download this and try it out for yourself. Let me know how it is. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this map and what your plans are for building your own imagination world. Guys, if you like what you're hearing, like what you're seeing, go ahead and smash that like button. Do what you can to help out the channel and hit the subscription. Turn that notification bell to on and have it set to all. That way you know when this and other great videos are coming out. Go ahead and share this with someone who likes blank canvases and a good project to go ahead and create whatever the heck it is that they want. Oh my gosh, guys, I say it because I want to. I say it because I care. Thanks for stopping by.